Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. Today is August the 10th. I'm excited. I'm excited to do the spiritual principle a day in a meditation with you. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our H.O.O.D recovery services. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into the meditation. I have some surgery preparation I need to do today. So let's go ahead and get into the meditation. And let's see here. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see that screen or not. So let's go here. And now I'm sure you can see it. Okay. All right. Where should we put this thing? Oh, let's put it right here. Okay. Today is August the 10th, and this is the spiritual principle a day in a meditation. August the 10th. To be both willing and humble. Balancing willingness and humility means that we are able to step up to the work we are able to do and also admit that sometimes we need help. Oh, I love it. I love that. This is going to be good. Guiding principles, tradition 8, spiritual principles. Recovery offers us many chances to adopt a realistic view of who we are. Humility deepens when we admit powerlessness in step 1. Accept help in steps 3 and 7, and get clarity about our assets and shortcomings in steps 4, 6, and 10. We continually gain experience sorting out what we can and can't do for ourselves. Sometimes we embrace our strengths or expand our capabilities. Other times we accept our limitations. When deciding what we can realistically accomplish on our own, Tradition 8 reminds us to practice humility and prudence. That's good advice for groups and service bodies, and it's equally applicable for our personal lives. We strive to be self-supporting, as Tradition 7 suggests, but that doesn't mean we're self-sufficient. In NA and at home, humility helps us discern the difference. Making the NA message widely available often involves tasks or projects requiring more time or expertise than we have available. We can and do employ special workers for many functions in NA, from printing meeting directories to proofreading to navigating the rules of international trade. When it comes to demonstrating NA's reliability and expanding access to our life-saving message, it's sometimes prudent to hire some help. Seeing our principles at work in NA service helps many of us learn to apply them in our personal lives. I wanted to save money on a plumber by fixing a leak myself, a member recalled. My partner reminded me that I've made several valiant attempts at home projects in the past year, and none turned out very well. If I want to become a fix-it person, I can make the time to take a class or get help from a friend. But while the water is leaking, I might just need to call an actual plumber. That's practicing willingness, self-support, and humility, all while preventing unnecessary catastrophe. I don't have to be capable of everything. If my needs or desires outweigh my ability, I will practice humility by asking for help. So hopefully you're able to see that last part because it's very important. I'm going to move this little ticker here and put it in a position where you can read the bottom part. It says, I don't have to be capable of everything. If my needs or desires outweigh my ability, I will practice humility by asking for help. Let me stop the share. Again, another beautiful meditation, right? Spiritual principle day, talking about, our ability to take care of ourselves, be fully self-supporting, It's not just something that we do in service for Narcotics Anonymous. It's something that we do in our own lives. But also, if we're looking at Narcotics Anonymous, we're able to see that there's things that they have to hire people for. Don't think for a second they don't have an attorney. They do. Don't think for a second that they don't have staff that they have to hire to publish the books, right? They're a publishing company in a sense because they produce their own literature, right? And that has to be bound together and it has to be given a soft cover or a hard cover. There's pamphlets that have to be printed, readings that have to be laminated, printed and laminated, right? Key tags that have to be pressed, right? And a lot of the stuff is stuff that if you had your own printing business, whether it be t-shirts or cups or whatever, you would be able to do it for yourself. But don't think for a second they don't hire people. There's people that receive paychecks from Narcotics Anonymous on a weekly or bi-weekly basis for the service that they provide. They hire outside services so that they can provide services to us. It's really quite beautiful. People have to package things and mail them out. There has to be this presence of a 501c3, a nonprofit organization. Right? There has to be this business that actually is able to do the things that we need to do. But let's not be confused about that. And is it a form of service? Yes. But I'm quite sure they probably provide health insurance to their employees as well. Right? Same thing goes for you. Being fully self-supporting does not mean that you're self-sufficient. Right? What that means is that you have enough sense to know when you need to hire some help. And you have no problem doing that. It makes your life easier. I need some help right now. And I am planning on hiring some individuals to do some things that I want done. Right? I can do them, but they take more energy than I have to give right now. So how are you doing with that? How are you doing with the thought of accepting that you're not going to be great at everything, nor are you going to have the time to do it all, and that it's okay to not be Mr. Fix-It or Mrs. Fix-It or do-it-yourself hairdoer, or it's okay to hire people to do some of those things that you've been spinning your wheels trying to perfect and it's just not working. And if you hire the wrong person, don't be afraid to fire them and hire someone else. It's just like sponsorship, right? If it's not a relationship that's working, and it has to work for two people, right? Because sponsorship is a two-way street. If it's not working, don't be afraid to put your best foot forward and do better on your side of the street. But if it's not working, don't be afraid to say, you need to do something else. 9 times out of 10, by the time you end a sponsorship relationship, it's probably already obvious that it's not working. Only thing left to say is to say it, right? And even if you never say it, your sponsor probably is going to know that they're not sponsoring you by your behavior. So the point is that we learn to accept where we're at, accept who we are, accept that self-sufficiency is a lie, but being fully supporting is not a lie. And part of that fully self-supporting is to know when to hold them and know when to fold. Know when to ask for help and know when you're okay doing it on your own. It's all about growing up in recovery. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am going to be talking to you tomorrow. If you're a praying person, go ahead and pray for my surgery. I'm looking forward to getting back home. I can't have any more fluids right now, so I'm done. And I got a little taste of coffee in my system, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that I was able to get in here and do our spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. You take care of yourself. I got a long day. Class doesn't get out till 10 p.m. God willing, I'll be sitting there looking like I'm halfway paying attention. I'm looking forward to getting through this surgery first, one thing at a time. So blessings on your day. Take care.